Ladies and gentlemen, I finally did it. After long, grueling days and multiple saves, I finally got round 100 on Shattered Veil. Now, to be completely honest, it didn't take me that long, and it wasn't really that hard. This was my first solo high round attempt on the map. Now, I have never looked anything up for the game or anything like that, guys. That's not my style. The only thing I look up is for Easter egg stuff. But when it comes to high round strats, I kind of like to do it my own way. And I take pride in how I do them because I feel like I try to be a little more exciting, do a little bit less off meta stuff. So I just want to go over kind of how I did it, the strat, where I was, what I used, and things of that nature, and kind of just show you guys a little bit of how we got this 101 game. Now, as you can see here, round 50, I'm kind of just going around. I'm using the WAF. I'm running with my katanas out because it gets to the point where super sprinters are just so much. You can run with the Wonder Waff out. However, you will be taking devious licks from the zombies, and that is not fun. So, although training with your katanas out is very risky, it's necessary. If you're going to train, it is necessary. Now, 50, it's not all too bad, but once you get past this into the 60s, you really don't want anything other than the ray gun or your dedicated melee out. But the strat's really simple. It's train around the motor courtyard in this kind of big circle like so, and use the Wonder Waff to your advantage. Hoard them up and kind of just use the Waff when you can. Now, you don't need to worry about ammo because you have the wall buy, not the wall buy, but you have the ammo crate right there, so you can buy ammo. Step 1, complete. Have the Waff, get ammo. Now, step 2, you're gonna need decoys and your favorite equipment. Now, decoys are really good, and I would prefer to use these over something like Casimirs or Monkeys because the drop rate. There is the augment that lets you get more equipment drops that are currently equipped, and with decoys, they're not as rare, and they do drop very often, and they are very good for the strat. So, you'll want to go around, and in the rounds where it's just normal zombies, you're just going to want to throw your decoys. Once you get 2 decoys or even 1, you hoard them up for a second, throw a decoy, let them get at it, and then just spam shots the Wonder Waff into it because the Wonder Waff is good and very useful in this strat. It's just still not that great, and these zombies are so fast. You just want to take out as many as you can, and again, ammo's not a big deal because it's only 10k. Another thing I like to do is Simtexes. Now, they slowly do stop killing a lot of the zombies on high rounds. They kind of become a 2-shot to a lot of them. But if you hoard them up and you want to conserve a little bit of ammo, or you just feel like throwing some Simtexes, you can do that. It works very fine. Or if you're just training and you want to throw Simtexes at your feet, you can, because the zombies are going to be right on your tail the whole time. When it comes to my field upgrade, I use Tesla Storm. That is my favorite one in the game by far. It's so good. It stuns better than stuff like Frost Blast. It insta-kills everything during insta-kill. That's something I would do when I got an insta-kill. I would just run at the zombies because it killed them all instantly. You can take out a lot with it, and if you get stuck, it can save you, but be careful because you can down yourself with it. The way I was using it was good, but kind of dumb. If you didn't pay attention, you would run out of Tesla Storm and they would be all around you. Like, I would forget to shoot my Wonder Waff because I was like, I have Tesla Storm, I'm good. And that was not the move, okay? That was not the move. So I did go down like that once, I think, as you saw earlier, but that's fine. That was my first down, actually, around 83, first down. So you have Tesla Storm, you have decoys, and you have Simtexes, you have the Waff, and of course the ray gun is a good secondary. You have to take out the Doppelgasts. They are really, really annoying, guys. Super annoying. There's so many parasites. You can try to snipe them and pick them off one by one, but that's going to be basically impossible. And after so long, of course, they start spawning Doppelgasts. So what I decided to start doing on the high rounds was just shoot the Waff as much as I could. That was really the thing. Shoot the Wonder Waff as much as you can to get the parasites out of there because they are going to drop some Doppelgasts. If you try to wait and save them until the end of the round, they start adding up and they will cut you off. They do a lot of damage and things like that. They're really a hassle, especially because you don't kill them fast. And the Wonder Waff doesn't really do a lot of damage to them, although it does stun them. So what I like to do was throw the decoy, pull out the ray gun, and try to take out any doppelganger that I could. And it worked to some degree. You just got to be really careful because these zombies, guys, they are fast. Now, when it comes to the special the disciple rounds where they come in and they spawn the vermin, they enhance the zombies around them, or whatever they even do, that is the only time I would use score streaks. Now, I know it kind of looks like I use score streaks quite often, as I almost died earlier, but really I would only use a chopper gunner every 10 rounds or 8 rounds or whatever it was when they spawned in. I kind of lost track, but when there was a doppelganger, that's what I would do. I would call him the chopper gunner and take him out because only one will spawn, and that's the easiest way to get rid of them. If you let them hang around and you don't take them out with something very quick, they cause problems. They spawn a lot of zombies. They're all over the place. It makes them faster, stronger, everything like that. They're just really annoying. So you want to go ahead and get them out of there. And for the most part, you're saving scrap and salvage because you have so much, because you're not spamming score streaks, and you don't necessarily need to. And honestly, if you did in this strategy, you would eventually run out. Like, you would get really low on salvage, especially if you end up going down or you're buying something like Casimirs or monkeys or anything like that. You really want to be careful with your salvage. All in all, it's difficult in the sense that these zombies are lightning fast and they take your plates away very, very quick. And at times, plates become very slim. But if you ever get caught without plates, you need to be extra careful. If you are in a situation where you don't have plates and you can't find any, my best advice is to use your chopper gunner, use your score streak, whatever can get you out of there, and possibly spawn some more in by killing more zombies, because you're not going to outrun them. They're going to smack you, and the way this kind of run around training strategy works is they're spawning all over. They are going to hit you a lot. There's no way around it. So you're going to lose a lot of plates. And if you don't have anything to replenish, it's deadly. You will die quick, and you don't realize it, but you will die super fast. I'd say once I got over around 85 into the 90s with the leftover salvage that I had, I decided to maximize it in terms of speed and not dying ability. So what I was doing was every round at that point with my extra salvage, I was just buying a chopper gunner or mutant injection and using that every round since I was able to, since I had the salvage. The less salvage you spend early on in the game, the more you're going to have when it matters in the end game, especially in these high rounds when you're really, really worried you might die. You could go ahead and use that. I think it's a great idea. So that's what I did in the 90s. I was just shooting a couple rounds of the Wunderwaffe. I would hoard them up a couple times, 2-3 decoys, maybe use my field upgrade, and then boom, that was it. I wouldn't say it was easy by any means, and I wouldn't say it was that hard. All in all, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and it made me like Shattered Veil a lot more. Again, I'm not saying this is the only way to do this or anything like that. There's definitely other strategies, I'm sure. This is just what I found works best for me. But yeah, that is round 101. We have the exfil on Shattered Veil. Really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something that maybe you didn't know. If you have any other questions about this, let me know down below, and I can give you any more tips or tricks or just any other things I did. If you want to know about perk augments, perk setups, anything like that. And also when it comes to Gobblegums, I really didn't use Gobblegums. I used a handful of Killjoys and 1 or 2 power kegs, and that's really it. Honestly, not a lot of gums help you, I'll be honest. But I think it was pretty bare bones for the most part in terms of what, it could have been. Again, I'm not sure. I don't watch a lot of videos, so I don't know what people do. But I was just happy about it, and I wanted to come on here and make a video about Black Ops 6 because I enjoyed it a lot. As you can see, I'm 104. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.